Every year, Americans lose over $436 billion because of poor financial choices. That's not a typo. Nearly $500 billion vanishes from people's bank accounts, not because of market crashes or economic disasters, but because of hidden costs that most people never see coming. Here's what's really shocking. The average person loses $1,819 every single year just from lacking basic financial knowledge. But here's the thing the ultra-wealthy figured out decades ago. These hidden costs aren't random. They're predictable. And once you know how to spot them, you can avoid them completely. While most financial advice tells you to budget better or save more, the wealthy focus on something entirely different. They eliminate the invisible leaks in their financial system first. Today you're going to learn exactly how they do it. Most financial advice is backwards. It tells you to save money you don't have while ignoring the fact that poor financial choices are bleeding you dry every month. Think about it. Your financial advisor tells you to put away 10% of your income. But what if hidden costs are already eating 15% of what you make? You're trying to fill a bucket with a massive hole in the bottom. The middle class focuses on earning more money. The wealthy focus on keeping more of what they already have. There's a huge difference. Traditional advice says, live below your means. Wealthy thinking says, eliminate the hidden costs that force you to live below your means in the first place. Traditional advice says, budget every dollar. Wealthy thinking says, understand the true cost of every financial decision before you make it. This shift in thinking is why wealthy families stay wealthy for generations, while middle-class families struggle paycheck to paycheck even when they earn good money. The ultra-wealthy categorize hidden costs into 3 buckets. Once you understand these categories, you'll start seeing them everywhere. First, opportunity costs. This is the money you lose by not making better choices. When you keep $10,000 in a savings account earning 0.5% interest, instead of investing it at 7% annual returns, you're losing $650 every year. That's an opportunity cost. The wealthy think in terms of what money could be doing for them. Every dollar sitting idle is a dollar not working. They ask, what's the best possible use for this money right now? Second, hidden fees and charges. Banks and financial institutions profit billions from fees most people never notice. ATM fees, overdraft charges, account maintenance fees, investment management fees, they add up fast. The wealthy negotiate these fees away, or choose institutions that don't charge them. They read every contract and understand exactly what they're paying for. Third, psychological and time costs. Poor financial management creates stress, which leads to bad decisions, which creates more stress. It's a vicious cycle. The wealthy break this cycle by creating systems that remove emotion from financial decisions. They also value their time. If managing money takes 10 hours a week, that's 520 hours per year. At $50 per hour, that's $26,000 worth of time. The wealthy either automate these tasks or hire professionals to handle them. The wealthy have a simple rule. Every dollar must have a job. They don't let money sit around doing nothing. Here's their strategy. They calculate the opportunity cost of every major financial decision. Before buying anything expensive, they ask, if I invested this money instead, what would it be worth in 10 years? Let's say you're thinking about buying a $30,000 car. If you invested that money at 7% annual returns instead, it would be worth $59,000 in 10 years. So that car really costs you $59,000, not $30,000. The wealthy also understand compound interest works both ways. When you pay interest on debt, you're giving someone else the power of compound growth. When you earn interest on investments, compound growth works for you. They prioritize paying off high-interest debt first, then immediately redirect those payments into investments. This creates a double benefit. You stop paying compound interest and start earning it. The ultra-wealthy treat fees like a disease, something to be eliminated completely. Here's how they do it. Banking strategy. They use credit unions or online banks that don't charge monthly fees. They never pay ATM fees because they plan their cash needs in advance. They negotiate with their banks for fee waivers based on their account balances. Investment strategy. They understand that a 1% annual management fee on a $100,000 portfolio costs $1,000 per year. Over 30 years with compound growth, that fee could cost over $100,000. They choose low-cost index funds or work with fee-only financial advisors. Credit strategy. They pay credit cards in full every month to avoid interest charges. They use cards that give them cash back or travel rewards. essentially getting paid to spend money they were going to spend anyway. Insurance strategy. They shop for insurance annually and bundle policies for discounts. They choose higher deductibles to lower premiums, then save the difference in an emergency fund. The key insight: wealthy people see fees as optional. They're willing to change banks, switch investment companies, or negotiate with service providers to eliminate unnecessary costs. The wealthy don't rely on willpower or motivation to make good financial decisions. They build systems that make good decisions automatic. System 1. The 3-account structure. They separate their money into 3 accounts: spending, saving, and investing. Money flows automatically between these accounts based on predetermined rules. This removes the temptation to spend money that should be saved or invested. System 2. The 24-hour rule. Before making any purchase over a certain amount, usually $500, they wait 24 hours. This simple delay eliminates impulse purchases and gives them time to calculate the true cost, including opportunity cost. System 3. Regular financial reviews. They schedule monthly money meetings with themselves or their spouse. They review all expenses, look for new hidden costs, and adjust their systems as needed. This isn't budgeting. It's system maintenance. System 4. Automated investing. They set up automatic transfers to investment accounts right after payday. This ensures they invest before they have a chance to spend the money. They treat investing like a non-negotiable bill. These systems work because they remove human psychology from financial decisions. You don't have to be disciplined if your system is disciplined for you. Here's exactly how to implement these strategies starting today. Week 1. Audit your hidden costs. Go through 3 months of bank and credit card statements. Categorize every fee you paid. Look for subscription services you forgot about. Calculate how much you spent on interest charges. Add it all up. This is your hidden cost baseline. Week 2. Eliminate the obvious fees. Call your bank and ask them to waive monthly fees. Switch to a credit union if they won't. Cancel subscriptions you don't use. Set up automatic payments to avoid late fees. Week 3. Calculate your opportunity costs. Look at money sitting in low-interest savings accounts. Research higher-yield options like high-yield savings accounts, CDs, or investment accounts. Calculate how much extra you could earn by moving this money. Week 4. Set up your 3-account system. Open a high-yield savings account for your emergency fund. Open an investment account for long-term wealth building. Set up automatic transfers so money flows to the right accounts without you thinking about it. Month 2. Implement the 24-hour rule. Before making any purchase over $500, wait 24 hours. During that time, calculate the opportunity cost. Ask yourself, what else could I do with this money? Month 3. Start your monthly reviews. Schedule a monthly money meeting. Review your progress, look for new hidden costs, and adjust your systems. Track how much you're saving compared to your baseline from week 1. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Even eliminating half of your hidden costs will put you ahead of 90% of people. The ultra-wealthy didn't get rich by accident. They got rich by understanding that small hidden costs compound into massive wealth drains over time. But the opposite is also true. Small improvements in your financial systems compound into massive wealth gains. Remember, you don't need to earn more money to build wealth. You need to keep more of the money you already earn. Every hidden cost you eliminate is money that can work for you instead of against you. The strategies in this video aren't complicated, but they're not common knowledge either. Most people will never learn these principles because they're too busy following traditional financial advice that doesn't work. You now have the same knowledge that wealthy families use to stay wealthy for generations. The question is, what will you do with it? Start with one strategy from today's video. Implement it this week. Then come back and implement another one. Small actions taken consistently create life-changing results. If this video helped you see money differently, hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We're building a community of people who understand that wealth isn't about how much you make, it's about how much you keep and how smart you are with what you have. Your financial future starts with your next decision. Make it a wealthy one.